Hey, what's up? It's Jen, and I'm here to help you live a happier, healthier, more well-balanced lifestyle through small, intentional changes each day. So today I want to talk to you about one big change that I made to my morning routine that has had a huge impact on my life. This is one of those things that is so big that made so many big changes and really, we'll call it upgraded my outlook on everything. And it's something so simple, you can do it every morning. And that is doing a gratitude journal. So I kind of started this out. I had been scrolling through Facebook and came across Rachel Hollis had a post about the last 90 days. It was at the end of September, about in 2019. And it was talking about ending the last 90 days of the year strong so that you could kick off 2020 on the right foot and be ready to really take it by storm. You know, we didn't really know what was coming in 2020 yet, obviously, and that was, an interesting turn of events, we'll call it. But I really love the whole idea of really being very intentional about the things that you're doing to end the year so that you can start the year right. Because it's really hard to start off the year on the right foot from like flat ground. If you already have that momentum going, it's a lot easier. I'm not saying it's impossible, but you got to start somewhere. So there we go. I was starting at the end of the year. It all started with doing her Start Today journal. And I have in my blog, I have the links to it in the bottom of this. I have the links where you can find it. And she goes through a really great instructional of how to start your journal. So I definitely suggest you take a look through that. Since I saw hers, I've started and improved upon it and put it to the point that I call it my ultimate journal. It's my ultimate gratitude journal, and I start every day with writing in it. Every now and then I'll do it in the evenings, and I definitely notice a big difference than when I do it in the morning. I think that doing it at any point of the day is very important, but I am definitely a morning person, and I like to start with that gratitude, start with my goals, and see where I want to take the day instead of ending the day and feeling like getting all pumped up and then going to bed. So I like it in the morning. Do it what works best for you. That's the thing. All these changes, you make them yours. Make them whatever works best for you. I can't sit here and tell you the perfect thing for you because, it could be different for everybody. So what do we do with this? So since I started doing this gratitude journal that I learned about from Rachel Hollis, I have seen that many of the most successful people that we hear about do this practice. So Grant Cardone, a lot of people are familiar with him, Tony Robbins, Ray Higdon, who is one of my great mentors, Brendan Burchard, all these people start their day with this. So if they're very successful and they start their day with it, then I want to follow in their footsteps, right? Because I want to get to that big success. So what is this? I'm going to go through the different sections that I do in my journal and where I have perfected it too. When I first started this practice, I did buy Rachel Hollis's Start Today journal, and I loved it. It's a smaller journal. Since then, I've upgraded. I've done a couple of different things. I've used a regular notebook. I got one of these day journal kind of things. I don't like to abbreviate things when I'm writing down my dreams and goals and things that I'm grateful for, because I think that if your dreams are big enough, don't abbreviate it. Like, write that out, like put the meaning into it, write hard, So I like to have big full pages so that I can do that. And I really like it to have a little ribbon bookmark and everything like that. I think that your journal should be something that is pretty inspiring. Like, you can take a regular notebook and put a bunch of your favorite quotes on it to really help you kickstart the day. I like this because it's gold and my dreams are shiny. So I use this and I love it, and I just write the different headings. So what are you going to put in here? What do we put in our journal? So there's a couple of different sections. The first section that I start off with are the 5 things that I'm grateful for. And these can be anything. They can be little, big, anything. Some days I am grateful for, I get snuggles with my kids before I leave for work. Some days I catch a beautiful sunrise and it just looks like such a promising day, and I'm thankful for that. Some days it might be something as simple as I got the mixture in my coffee right, and it just like that first sip of coffee just hit perfectly. And then other days we have to get really clear and say, I'm just thankful for a new day to start over. Maybe yesterday it was a mess and I am thankful for a good night's sleep and that I'm just starting over. Or maybe it's, I woke up today. There's always something to be grateful for. And I really urge you, if you're having problems finding something to be grateful for, go very small. You can be thankful that you are enough. You are enough. You don't need anything else. You are enough. You have food on your table. You have a warm place to live. You have family. You have people that care about you. There's always people that care about you. So go really small if you have to. Go big if that works better for you, whatever. There's always something to be grateful for. So the next section that I move to are the dreams that you want to achieve, but you pose them as if you have already achieved them. Through my personal development journey, I have learned that your brain does not distinguish between the things that you've already done and the things that you haven't done. So if you pose things as though they are already achieved, your brain works to make that be true. So it's really neat when you put something like, let's see, one of mine is that I am the proud owner of my dream home. Think about how it will make you feel when you do achieve them. Will you be super happy? Will you feel relieved? Will you, what does it smell like? What does it feel like? What does it look like to achieve those? So in my goal to buy my dream home, to be the proud owner of my dream home, I think about what is that backyard going to look like, where I have my big brick pizza oven, I've got my nice grill, I've got, the outdoor seating and fireplace and things like that. I've got room for my kids to run around. I'm thinking about that. I'm smelling the food that we're grilling on the grill in the evenings while we have friends over for a party and we're having fun music. The kids are running around and playing and laughing in the background. Develop those. Think about those as you are writing them down. Don't have this, you can write these down and not think about them, and that will do something. But you are way more likely to achieve your goals if you are thinking about every single little piece of it. So there are other goals that you may not have an end date for. So the dream home might say, I want to buy it by the end of 2021. Okay, that's a big dream, big crazy dream. Who knows? Other dreams are things that are like a daily pursuit. So another dream that I have is that I'm a calm, patient, intentional mom. Some days I am that mom. Other days I am not. Some minutes I am that mom and the next minute I'm not. So it just depends. These are things that you want to be every day. So some of these dreams will get knocked off your list and you'll take the place with other dreams, other bigger, better dreams, and some are just going to be on there for forever. I do think it's important to have a mixture of personal, professional, relationship, like any of those kinds of dreams, put them all together, because I think that if you want to be the most successful person in your professional life, you can't do that to the detriment of your personal life, right? So if you have a family and you're only pursuing your business career or your business goals, you don't want to let your family slide, because then you won't have a family, right? So I think it's important to have all of those all in one spot so that you're consistently focused on doing them every day. So putting your business, family, relationship, whatever it might be, putting all those goals together is going to make you more likely to achieve them. Because when you're so focused on achieving all of those goals, they're each going to fuel each other. You're going to be much more productive and much more successful. That's the second part. The third part we move on to. This is the big dream that you are going to, that you want to work on right now. This is the most important one. It might be important for a couple of different reasons. It could be, this is the one that will help facilitate everything else. Maybe you're trying to get a promotion so that you can afford that dream house, so that you can get to that next level. Maybe you want to lose 10 pounds so you can be that fun, active, healthy parent to your kids. Whatever it is, this is the big one. So again, pose it just like you did in the second section. Pose it as if you have already achieved it, and then work like heck to make that happen. So moving on from that, that's a short section. Moving on to that, I like to put a to-do list for the day. And it's not just one of those crazy 5-page long to-do lists that we keep throwing stuff on, like change that light bulb in the hall that you keep like saying, oh, I'll get to that, I'll get to that. It's not that. These are the 3 to 6 most important things that you want to get done that day. It can be as simple as I need to hit the grocery store because we have no food in the fridge. It could be, for me, I'll say you must film your YouTube today because tomorrow is going to be crazy and you got the good light today, like whatever it might be. It could be anything. But these are the things that you put these top most important 3 to 6 things on your list. And at the end of the day, you've marked them off and you can relax. Or if you get those 3 done, then you can go have coffee with a friend. You can go and do those other things that you really want to do. But if you go and do that, you're going to feel guilty that you didn't get the other stuff done. It's all about being productive. And we can set the mindset, we can set the path for feeling accomplished or for feeling like a failure, right? So we want to feel like a success each day. So you put these important things. If cleaning the bathroom isn't that important to you that day, don't put it on. But have a master list. Do have that master list that you keep adding things to and some things just never get checked off. Have that, but pull the most important things. Put that in that next section. Okay. So then the final section that I do, and this was an idea that I got from Brendan Burchard. I really like this section and I've talked about it before. So this spot, you put your mantra. It can be anything. It can be a mantra. It can be, a word, how you want to show up for that day. You can do it as simple as like a different word each day or a mantra for each day. Or what I like to do is I kind of set a word for the year of how I want to show up, how I want to react in situations, how I want to be, how I want to, show myself to the world. So I have 3 words and a mantra, because why would I just do one, that I kind of keep saying to myself throughout the day. So you put this in this final section of your journal, and that kind of sets the tone, how you're going to show up in your meetings, how you're going to show up with your family, how you're going to show up, whatever it might be. And the other thing, I like to take it a step further and go into your phone and set reminders throughout the day. So if you know that there's a time of the day, for example, I'm a morning person. I like waking up early. I like getting a lot of stuff done early, and then I feel really accomplished. But after lunchtime, I know that my most productive stuff, like my productivity is going to go. I want to eat lunch and take a nap. I'm totally back in Spain on study abroad where we got siestas every day. That's where I'm living. So I know that right around 1 o'clock or so, I'm going to need a little pick-me-up. So in my phone alarms, I set just a little alarm that goes off and says my mantra or my 3 words. And that reminds me, okay, it gets me fueled up and I can tackle the rest of the day. So it's good in the morning. So usually around 7 a.m., 1 p.m., and then 5 p.m. where you're kind of like having that dinner and like getting the kids ready for bed, that kind of stuff. But pick whatever works best for you. Whatever you need, that little kick in the pants, that little reminder, you want to show up this way, and go for it. That is my journal. That's what I do every single day. I hope this has been a great help to you. Let me know how this is working for you. Are you going to start doing this? What kind of dreams are you looking to achieve? Let's help each other. This is accountability here. If you like what you heard here, go ahead and hit the subscribe button and get the notifications, and I'll be back next time with some more little changes that'll lead to those big changes in your life. Thanks.